Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I shall be featuring my first set of battles in this cycle of rotation of the Ultra League Summer Cup, featuring a very fun team comprising of Venusaur, Chandelure, and my favorite Pokemon, that is Shadow Ursaring. I had some really good battles with this team. I went positive throughout the day, so I'll be featuring most of my wins coupled with some of my losses today. Without further ado, let's get into the battles. So in my first battle, I have Venusaur on my Obstagoon, which is really nice because my back Pokemons would not want to see this dark fighter sort of mon. Um, Venusaur has a decent matchup against this, especially if the Obstagoon does not get a boost. So Venusaur resists the counter and does good amount of neutral damage with its Frenzy Plant. So I think my plan would be, since I have Glassy Mons at the back, to get this as low as possible without having to invest a lot of shields because as you can see, my Ursaring is running close combat and Hyper Beam. Both of them are nukes, and to land those nukes, I'd prefer to have shields down from the opponent while having shields for myself because both of these mons can hardly tank a move. So I come in with Chandelure, get ahead on energy, and I have a shield advantage, which is really nice for me. They come in with a Swampert. This Shadow Ball will do a lot of neutral damage. And then I continue to farm, and here I think that I should let this go because I'll be able to, farm with my Shadow Claws. And hopefully they have something in the back wherein, either close combat or Hyper Beam will do a lot of damage. They come in with an Ampharos. Here I go for the CMP tile because their Swampert also had a few mud shots, and my plan was to throw on CMP, farm as much as possible so that I can reach my move before their Swampert GG's to the opponent. Moving on into the next one. So this is again a neutral lead, much better than Pelipper versus Venusaur in the Great League because here Venusaur has more additional bulk, so it can tank the water move much better rather than in the Great League. And Frenzy Plant is just so OP, it still does a lot of neutral damage and has really brought Pelipper into the lowest of health range. And here I think I remember this was unintentional by my part and this was really bad for me. Had I been able to save that and straight away swapped into my Chandelure and tried to farm them down, having a frenzy stored on me would have been the ideal scenario. However, I'm not particularly in a great situation here, but okay, it's even shield for now. They also let me throw my charge move, the second one, and this does quite a lot of damage, and I'm double boosted right now, so I decide to shield. Whereas ideally, usually I think I try to save a shield for Ursaring at the back. However, this candle is so boosted right now, so in the moment I thought that let me try and see what candle can do having shield advantage. So here I know that okay, that was a good catch. So I knew that even a sky attack wouldn't KO, so I tried to overfarm on this knocked out. Again, Shadow Ball is double resisted, and just for the fun, since I could go for it, I went for the Hyper Beam. But I'm pretty sure close combat would have done serious damage to the knockout. Should have KO'd, but since I couldn't get to throw, yeah. So this one, I remember this match. Kartana was like a total shock to me. I couldn't really see what to do at that moment, and then after taking a couple of hits, I went into my Ursaring, tried to CMP, nothing happened. I knew it was a loss, so I did not bother shielding. And here I come back with Venusaur again, try to farm some energy so that it comes in handy against Kartana. Kartana is yeah, I wanted to say Kartana is a mon which does not which is not is squishy. Yeah, I just don't know why sometimes I forget words, but yeah, Kartana again is a squishy mon. So I want wanted some extra energy, and the opponent is again playing some serious spikes with this mon. Yeah, so I tried to boost my attack, see if I can, farm them down. However, they reach to their fast moves, their charge moves really quickly, and that is what prevented me from winning this matchup. So Katana already had a move, they KO'd me, and right before I reached my frenzy, they reached another move, which will again be enough to KO the Venusaur. So GG's to my opponent, well played by them. You gotta respect Spice when you say it. So I was confused after seeing confused. I was confused after seeing the slow king, because I thought, I don't know who is at a better position, because they also run confusion, which is super effective on me. However, they straight away went into Wolverine, and I took one move, and then I was counting. I got the catch on me, and now we outpaced them to our move. Yeah, I think we outpaced, so that is why I do not shield here, and I do one more fast move, and then they are in a range wherein this flame charge will knock them out. So I went for the flame charge. I hope to reach one more move against whichever mon they would want to come back in. But now I see they're not running confusion. Had they been running confusion, I'm pretty sure I would have reached my move. They were running water gun, which is quite interesting. And now Venusaur sort of has a better matchup against this mon. In case they're not running Stone Edge, Stone Edge will still do some good amount of damage. However, since my opponent went for the Sacred Sword, I know that now they are not running Stone Edge. They must be running Leaf Blade and Sacred Sword. So I need to do as much damage as possible, which I possibly did. And again, so my thought process is, I could have actually shielded there, get it more low, and then farm them down. However, what I wanted to do was, farm extra energy on this one and try to reach for the beam. And I just died when I reached the beam. I mean, here also I'll just die before reaching the frenzy plant. So that was my thought process. Maybe if I had shielded my Venusaur, I could have pulled off the win. But nonetheless, it was a good game. So into the next matchup, we face a Wolverine. So this is sort of a neutral matchup, but I think it favors the Wolverine because it simply outpaces us to its moves. The Icicle Sphere is 5/5/5, whereas my Frenzy Plant comes in 6/6/5, so they heavily outpace us. Here we invested a good shield, and I'm straight away going for the nuke, not baiting here. The opponent decides to shield, so it's a good shield by them. And if they're running Brave Bird, they have to throw a Brave Bird here. I don't think Blaze Kick would have been enough. They throw the nuke on me, and let's see, I cannot take the counters, I cannot take any fire moves from this one. So without thinking much, I straight away go for the nuke. I think honestly, since they are debuffed themselves, it would have been enough if I went for the frenzy, but then again. So here again I was counted rightly, I got their move, and let's see what they have in the back. Okay, I cannot win this match. Buzzwole cover breaks my Ursaring, as also my Venusaur, so yeah. This team is not the best of the team, so sometimes you just can't do a lot of things. So I tried to have fun, and that is why I was playing with this team. So I wouldn't recommend this team to anyone in case you're looking to climb. But yeah, if you're looking to have fun, playing with Candle and the Bear is really fun. Like you see here, we were hard countered Pidgeot against Venusaur, but here, since we were able to land the Shadow Ball, we took the switch back, and now I can go for flame charges. The first one will not do enough, maybe around 25-30%, yeah. But here onwards, I can do a lot of damage, and since I do not have any fast move pressure on a flying normal type from the rest of the months, that's why I decided to shield here. And thankfully, Pidgeot is really low. Let's see if I can tank a Brave Bird on my pair. Oh yes, just barely. And what do we add at the back? We have a Virizion again. So again, I'm 1-0 shield down, and I hope to land this. I was fortunate to land this, and now I just hope they don't have a Stone Edge. So the opponent again, thankfully, is probably not running Stone Edge. That is why they're going for the resisted Sacred Sword. And here I just see flicker wherein I think I can probably pull this off. Again, I still require to kill that Pidgeot, which is on low health. I still require to kill this. So here what I do is I bank a move and I fast move them down, and now I'll KO the Virizion. Good game to the opponent. It was a really nice one. I really enjoyed the battle. Okay. Moving on to the next one, Caesar just hardballs Venusaur, so I instantly swap into the bear. And here I tried to go for the CMP to take a shield, and I would have let this go, but opponent was smart enough. They never committed to the move and they just completely fast moved me down. So again, you would never want to shield the first Night Slash. They have a good chance to boost their attack, probably 33% if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 10%, I'm not sure. But anyway, so on the second attempt they got the boost, and now their counters plus their Night Slash will do good amount of damage, maybe KO the Venusaur from this health range. Nearly KO'd, and they received a second boost. So again, I came in with the candle to farm them down. I would have shielded it had they thrown their move. Here I believe I'll be able to farm them down, so this is nice for me. So if the Obstagoon comes back, I try to CMP tie with them, yes, because candle of course wins CMP over them, and now if they want to throw a move they'll have to. Okay, so I don't know, maybe they missed a turn, that is why it wasn't a CMP and I was able to sneak one more move. And luckily for me, they were ABA weak to fire, heavily weak to fire, and the boost of flame charge just KO'd the Venusaur. GG's to my opponent. So moving on to the next one, again we have a Wolverine versus Venusaur, so iffy matchup. I can let one go honestly, yeah, because Venusaur in the Ultra League has more health on it and it can tank one move more easily rather than in GL. So I take one shield, and this is the norm. This is how I play. I try to take a shield advantage because my back mons have more play when the opponent has lesser shields. So here I try to go for the nuke. They are one shield down, so I think maybe they'll not shield. Yeah, they did not. And now we have a Swampert at the back. Okay, so Swampert can be a trouble. My opponent threw on alignment. They gave me a free 5-turn move, and I take that. I straight away go for the nuke. Let's see if the opponent shields. Okay, so they decide to shield. Here I stay in. I shield again because I think I can reach one more move. And here the opponent tried to catch a Shadow Ball. I was patient enough not to throw. Here I boost my attack, and I thought they'll probably reach a move before the my Incinerate would have registered, and that is why I went to the bear. And again, as has been the norm, my bear reaches a move, and this will one-shot the Swampert from this health easily. So GG's to my opponent. Again, this team I would not recommend to anyone who wants to climb. However, if you're looking to have some fun in the Ultra League Summer Cup, I'd really recommend to try to find a team for yourself with either of Candle or Ursaring, or if possible, try to play out this team. And if you do, please let me know how did the battles go for you. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned. I'll be back with another video shortly.